Hi everybody, it's me, Legar Relaxing, also known as Chino and Artie. I'm gonna be talking about my PC setup. I'm doing dual monitor again, my television, and a Dell monitor. I always like to respect the 4.3 aspect ratio. The reason why I did this is because I want everything I need in one sitting. I want my gaming, I want my multitasking, I got my Photoshop, etc. And you know, and also check out Immortal. It's a 2004 film. That's the cover. So it's a rare movie gem. It's a very great movie. I like this wallpaper, so I just did that. The reason why I'm explaining this is that I bought an antenna. You mount in the roof that costs only 12 bucks at DD's, and it's rotatable. And I bridged the antenna because every television has an ATC converter. All right, what it is that it's a digital signal that you can use rabbit ear antennas and get live television off the air in high definition 1080i or 1080p video. Now, speaking of this, now I also have an ATC converter behind my television. Let me unplug you for a moment. It's right here. It's a ATC converter. I used it for, I bring it along with me on my laptop, okay? Hold on, let me lay down the camera. Reconnect you back where you belong. Okay. Okay, I heard that noise. Okay. I carry it around with me on my laptop, so when you want to watch TV, I say, hey guys, hey, we're gonna watch the game here. How are you gonna do that? You know, because it's a local station and we want to watch the Dodger game. You know. So it came with this extendable antenna, and it's great use when you're outside Starbucks. People were shocked that hey, you're watching live television on your computer using via a USB. But my advantage to it is that I'm using an a PVR software, which is free. All right, that's the logo. Double click right there, and it's gonna appear on this side. And it actually is better than the software that it came with because it actually looks like a cable box. Come on, load, baby, load. Are you loading? It takes a moment. Yeah, I'm actually transferring some files right now. Okay, there we go. And it actually shows every single channel that it captures. And my other phone.
We begin the KTLA 5 News at 1. Breaking news out of LAX. Dozens of passengers fell ill during the Spirit Airlines flight from Atlanta, Georgia.
Now, my television has, if I go input,
hey, Glenn and Lou, good afternoon. Here we go at the top of one. Spirit Airlines.
I can watch two channels in the same time. So that's live television. Look at that. Dual screen. But this is the television, so now I can just watch TV. This is just regular TV channels, not cable TV. So you get 7.1, 7.2, 7.3, etc., etc. So the reason why I had this set up is because
reported feeling ill, but none of them have.
I'm actually playing a PC game on this this window, and then I'm watching television over here, and it uses because my computer I'm running on a 12-core processor, which is nothing but a quad-core processor with 8 GPUs. That 8 GPU really works out well on my processor, and plus I got an R7 370 graphics card, which is doing great. Now this is the reason why I did my setup, and all my game and icons are all here organized. All my Neo Geo from my bundle package that I purchased from GOG. Then I have my Steam game library here, and my emulators right here. I'm a big emulator fan, and there's Defend. I'm going to be making a tutorial of how are you afraid of the dark to run on your PC the right way. I actually got it running. The best way to run your DOS box is using Defend Reloaded, and I got it running right here. And also, if you want to play the Seventh Guest or Urban Runner, I have the boxes, and I had to rip them, and then I'm able to play it through Scum. So like for example, Urban Runner. I love this game.
I've always been a little.
And I'm actually able to play full screen. I remember playing this game when my resolution was high. I had this border, and then I see my desktop because you have to lower your resolution by 600 by 640 or something like that to make it run normal. And to get best resolution out of it, you have to put it in 32-bit mode. The game can run in 16-bit mode, but it is quite boxy.
How was I to know?
It doesn't. It does because the 32-bit mode makes it an anti-aliasing look to it.
I thought I'd better not hang around at the scene of the crime.
So while I'm playing my game here, I can actually watch TV here, but I gotta quit this scum first, and then yeah. The reason why I have these speakers here is because I have my phones over here. This is my Microsoft, this is my Microsoft phone. This is my Droid. I'm gonna be converting this into an Ubuntu phone, and I plug in my MP3 and listen to my music, my library mode, etc. You know. And this is my docking bay. Yes, where I actually the phone that I'm using right now. Look at me in the mirror. I'm using a Corsair. This is the phone I'm using is by AT&T. See, and every time I record, I use a cell phone. So yeah, I record it. I do it. And then when I dock right now, see they're charging. They have cable, and I just charge it right there, and it's a beautiful dock. So, and I have my Punisher headset here. So, time to quit this. Get out of there. Now, Defend and Scum are the greatest way to run your retro adventure games. All right, I'm able to play my old school flashback games. They actually made a remake. My favorite Rainbow Six game I enjoy was Rainbow Six Vegas. I have both titles. I don't really like part 2 because they downgraded the graphics big time. Because Rainbow Six, this one was the best one, and it's enhanced for ATI graphics, and it's running on the Unreal Engine. Because the Unreal Engine is mostly enhanced for the NVIDIA, so it has to be modified. Alright, they were doing the same thing when you were playing that game Stranglehold or Area 51 that Midway released PC exclusively. And I mean, you know, for the, you know, they made those games. And then they made this one, and this game was downgraded because people who have NVIDIA cards were having trouble with this title, because no matter how beefy your NVIDIA card is, your game is capped in 25 frames per second. Well, now I'm able to play this. Well, I'm all AMD out, everything red. It's running perfectly, 60 frames per second. So this is my video blog of how I like my setup, and this is the reason why I go for it, you know. And my Steam controller is just for novelty use, you know, novelty, because you can't play fighting games with it. I mean, come on, PC gamers they have fighting games out there, and I do like the mouse feature on it. You gotta really fingle with it, you know. And I have bought Mortal Kombat, a physical copy of Mortal Kombat, yes. And I was never able to use the DVD. I thought it was one of those install. No, when you buy the game, the most important thing is just this piece of paper, and then the code is down there to put in your Steam account. You know, just like my Mortal Kombat X. I never got a physical copy of it. I ended up getting the worst DLC each. I have to download in order for it to run. It was the worst launch ever. Same thing with Batman Arkham Asylum. Arkham City. Or Arkham Knights, I mean. And I was lucky I got Mortal Kombat Legacy. It came with this title. I don't know. I came with Mortal Kombat Legacy DVD movie. And real quick, I want to show you a benchmark of Batman Arkham Knight on my PC on an R7 370 Radeon graphics card with an A10 7860K Gavari CPU, and it runs perfect. I mean, I got high past 30 frames per second at least, because this game was capped only 30 frames per second. But that's the only thing I modded from the BM something INEI file that I had to edit. Love Pepsi. So let me just skip the intro, and I'm gonna go to the benchmark on this. Okay. I heard only 12 or 13 people worked on the PC port. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. But yeah, this is I'm gonna show you a benchmark of my settings. The game is on 1080p, and it runs faster. The new Crimson driver is running great. My friend has an Nvidia card that's better than mine, my graphics card, and his gameplay is, his benchmark is not as good as mine. I don't know what's going on. Let me showcase my benchmark. Okay, there we go. It's loading. I have 16 gigabytes of RAM, regular generic RAM. It doesn't matter if you have well, actually you have G-Skill. Okay, that's my RAM that I have. I have 16 gigs of RAM. It's a good deal combo I got from Newegg. Look at that, beautiful. It's running very smooth. Look at that. And all my settings are set on high. Okay, I gotta prove it to you guys. Okay, this is my video blog. I mean, look at this. Look at that. Okay, it runs so. If you're right here next to me, because I'm recording on a cell phone camera, but if you look at my settings, everything is on 1080p. Everything is high. I'm not able to work the game works because the fog, because I don't have an Nvidia card. Now let me continue on. I haven't played so far because, to be honest, I had to get a cracked version of this game. This game is because I bought it and I returned it. You know, it was a lousy copy. It was a bad port and it was not running smooth. So it looked actually better now than how it was before. This is an unpatched. This is the original. Look at this. It's running very fluent. Let me see.
Per your request, I've created a series of diagnostic simulations to test.
And it runs very smooth.
Penguin's parents were Gotham royalty. He got the accent in school. If it's for real.
Full 60 frames per second, and it feels great. Feels great. And the cape runs. The physics look really great. Look how you see how.
Ain't gonna help. Toxin's too powerful.
Look at that Batman. So well, thank you guys for watching. This is my video blog of my comfort of my leisure, of how I like my computer setup. But for Nvidia fans out there, if you guys are gonna be doing gaming, I mean really cheap gaming, and you want to play games, top of the line games, but it's gonna be on 720p. I warn you that the graphics, you can set it on high on 720p. I've been building computers, and there's some guys that wants Nvidia. I said to them, okay, hey, you wanted this price? I can get you a better price. All right, so check out this one's only a $38 video card. Okay, this is the GeForce 710, 2 gigabytes. This is a nano discrete video card, and this one's a 1 gigabyte one. The reason why I got two of them because I had to build 2 towers, and they're very small. I kid you not, they were small towers, and they had fantastic results. But in 720p, they set the game on 1080p. 720p it runs great, but 1080p it was running very slow. But for some reason I had to set it. I did a dual boot on the 2 gigabyte machine that I built. It ran great on the Steam OS. I built a Steam machine for him, so I split the partition so he's able to have Steam as well as the what do you call it? Windows 10, and he has another partition for his Ubuntu Linux. He is a Linux user, as I am, because on my computer this is a shell. I have Windows 10 as a shell. My main system is my Linux. I'm using Fedora right now, and Fedora is a great Linux. And coming soon on this side of the room, I'm gonna be removing these toys. I am gonna have a touchscreen Linux based computer. So I thank you guys for watching, and this is my blog.